When I was a kid, I used to have this dream of being able to play with my toys and alongside my toys. For example, I would love to have had an opportunity to actually fight alongside the Hulk, where my imagination goes wild and just get him next to me, or flying in the Millennium Falcon next to Han Solo, shooting out targets and trying my best not to get killed or vaporized. Well, fast forward to 2015, Disney has managed to not just combine those two worlds together, but they made sure that Mickey and his friends come along in Disney Infinity 3.0. In Disney Infinity 3.0, I was greeted with a let's get the ball rolling where Disney throws you into all the available playsets and expansions that you can play within Infinity 3.0. So at first, I was given the Anakin Skywalker droid hunt mode where I use my lightsaber against a bunch of battle droids. Swing, swang, swing, yang, wang. Which then followed by me having a ride in the Millennium Falcon with Han Solo. Great kid, don't get cocky! Which then proceeded to a nice level from Inside Out, which I don't think I have an idea what to do a montage about. And then at the very end is a nice, Mario Kart inspired toy box speedway, which I will point out some issue with that later, but that's just pretty much later. So in Disney 3.0, the toy box mode has been upgraded to include the toy box hub. Now this hub has 5 different types of gameplay modes along with one extra one, which is the sidekicks mode. Well, I'll get into that later. Now, in these 5 gameplay modes, you actually get a chance to experience a different kind of level on how to teach kids how to create their own levels. So for example, if you wanted to do your own Disney-inspired theme house, hey, you can do it. It's basically an inspired from Happy Home Designer or The Sims kind of thing, but hey, it works. Or you can even actually create racing segments based on the racetracks inspired by the game itself, or some platforming challenges where you can enjoy some platforming sensation for kids. Okay, it's not really for adult stuff and it's more for the kids, but still, it works. And then you also have the combat section and the combat tutorial where you can actually get kids to get inspired into creating their own 2D side-scroller beat-em-ups. Now, when was the last time we had that? So, I felt that for the Toy Box Hub and also for the Toy Box World itself, in the creation of all this is actually a very great tool and it's very simplistic, inspiring to kids as well, that they can get started into understanding game level designs. With the Toy Box Hub, they can understand a specific gameplay mode even better rather than just creating a big canvas for them to actually play on. Now, for parents, I can assure you that it's actually pretty easy to actually get started with your own level. So you don't have to be too worried on the complex methods of building. Although it can get a bit overwhelming, it is pretty much interesting and it does give you a level of satisfaction that you can have with your kids as well. A noteworthy addition to the whole game is the sidekicks mode, where you basically get to create a small companion or sidekick to travel alongside you in the toy box worlds that are created by you and by others. Now, this is also justification for the farming element that Disney decided to include in the whole game. I guess someone wanted some story of season in their life. Okay, that was terrible, sorry. But still, having this sidekick, you can equip them with various equipments provided they have the right stats, which is where the farming component comes in. Because provided you give them the right kind of food, it will develop their stats and then they can get stronger and basically just be able to travel around the world themselves. Although they still need the main player around. I've got my Mulan here. Yeah. So with Disney Infinity 3.0, it comes with a starter pack, or you can probably buy it online as well. But the starter pack comes with 2 figurines and the Twilight of the Republic playset. So what I have with me is Anakin Skywalker, and this is Padawan Ahsoka Tado. I think, is it Tado or Tano? Okay, never mind. Ahsoka. So I have these 2 with me, and they are the ones that you can control in the Twilight of the Republic playset. Now, from my previous hands-on, I've already mentioned that the lightsaber action is pretty damn awesome thanks to Ninja Theory working on the combat system. Sure, in the past, the producer has acknowledged that in the Disney Infinity games, the only thing you need to do is just smash the triangle button, and that's pretty much it in the whole game. If when it comes to combat, just smash, 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 and you're done. But Ninja Theory has included a bit of a stylistic approach in doing the combat itself, because you can actually even pull off some nice stylish combos, and I'll just let you guess where that actually came from. But unfortunately, in the Twilight of the Republic playset, the lightsaber action may just be the best thing to ever happen in the whole playset. When I was asking the producer about the playtime that I can get from the Twilight of the Republic playset, I was told I would actually get from 4 to 5 hours. I finished the game in 2.5 hours. It was short. Maybe a bit too short. It's supposed to be based on the Clone Wars plus episode 1 to 3, but I didn't really felt that it touched much, because in the end Anakin didn't really become Darth Vader. But yeah, maybe I'm tasked to actually do that myself, where I actually can get Obi-Wan against him next time. But yeah. Well, the other part here that I would like to point out is the space dogfights is also, while I did have some issues with the space dogfights, I don't feel great knowing that there was only just 2 encounters of the dogfights. Sure, I can free roam after that and I can land at any of the planets anytime, but yeah. 2 sections, really? Or we're just waiting for, the other playset where we get Han Solo to play with? I'm guessing so. In completing the whole game, however, I felt that it was not really necessary for me to do so unless I wanted to unlock the toys available or the sidekicks available. Only because it's just a repetitive bunch of side quests, fetch quests, and just some mini battles with some random street thugs all of a sudden. But that's a shame though, because the game actually feels great. The playset actually feels very nice. Based on the planets of Tatooine, Coruscant. It's funny that there's so much potential that could have been done with these planets, but we get just 2 hours and 30 minutes of main story gameplay, and that's pretty much it. Well, if you feel like being a completionist and you want to complete the whole thing, be prepared to spend a whole lot of money, because if you want to aim to get the 3 stars from the whole game, every mission, you're gonna have a tough time because you have to buy all the figurines. Yeah. Not in this economy. The other sad part for me is that while I actually love the playset and the toy box worlds itself, I'm very disappointed that the Toy Box Speedway and the Toy Box Takeover are sold as separate expansions. I would have wished that they actually added a few of these levels inside the whole game, or just give us a course 1 or 2 as an appetizer. But instead, they actually put it as expansions for $20. I mean, their price is $20. I don't know about Malaysia price, but still, it's something. Ugh. I kind of wish that Toy Box Takeover was a bit exposed and there was like a level or 2 in the whole game, but I guess beggars can't be choosers in this case. So to put everything in summary, I actually really like the Disney Infinity 3.0 version because it's a lot more simpler to actually create my own toy box world, along with so many infinite possibilities now that I have the Star Wars franchise, the Marvel franchise, and also the Disney franchise too. And I got Mulan! I got Fa Mulan in my game. Yay! If anything, I would have loved that some of the features from the Toy Box Speedway and the Toy Box Takeover, and just a bit more of meat in the Twilight of the Republic playset. I would have just wished for that, but regardless, I say if you do have the budget and you do have the money this weekend, go get yourself the Disney Infinity 3.0 starter pack, because most of us probably have not started their journey, and if anything, you can now play Star Wars. I'll see you next time.